Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and I'm welcoming you to my review of Office Christmas Party from 2016. Yes, we are taking a look at Office Christmas Party, as I said, released in 2016. Now, before I continue, I want to mention that the last two movies that I'm reviewing next week are both DreamWorks movies, so kind of a little bit of a spoiler. So, wanted to kind of bring that up right now. So, let's run down the cast in this movie. This says Jason Bateman, Olivia Munn, T.J. Miller, Julian Bell, Vanessa Bayer, Courtney B. Vance, Rob Caldry, Sam Richardson, Randall Park, Kate McKenna, and Jennifer Aniston. Now, this is a Christmas comedy. This is also released. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry about that, guys. But this is a release. Well, actually, this is directed by Will Speck. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And Josh Gordon. Now, these two guys actually directed another DreamWorks movie, and their directorial debut with the Will Ferrell John Heder comedy Blades of Glory. They also directed Jennifer Aniston and Jason Bateman before in 2010's The Switch. So kind of want to clarify that. So what did I think of Office Christmas Party? A decent but just okay comedy. I'm gonna say this right now. This was a fun movie. So let's talk about Office Christmas Party. I'll run it down right here. Here's the plot. Here's the plot synopsis. Party like your job depends on it in the comedy event of the year. When an overbearing CEO that's dedicated to close her hard partying brother's falling branch, he and his fired up co-worker decides to throw an epic office party to land a big shot client and save everyone's job, fueled by booze and bad decisions. Things quickly spiral out of control in this wild and ranchy comedy. Get ready to work hard and party hard. Yeah, I love that title at the end. Get ready to work hard and party hard. Yes. Basically, picture if Office Space was set at Christmas time. It has the style. This movie has a very Mike Judge feel at times, sort of like a poor man's Mike Judge. Basically, see, Jennifer Aniston was in Office Space, which was about guys working in the office. This movie is almost similar to basically, with Jennifer Aniston's character, imagine the Rachel Green character if she worked at an office. Actually, I take that back. Rachel Green did work in an office in the show, but I digress. I'm getting ahead of myself. So the film starts out with, basically it starts out that it's celebrating a holiday. So right off the bat, they're getting ready to shut down the company. So he and her brother, their father dies and he has the urn. This is also made by Paramount. I want to kind of clarify that. So now the idea is, what are we going to do now? Let's throw a big old party and save the company. So they get all these people, all the co-workers are using all the Christmas bonus that they promised they were going to give to them. And now they're spending hard to make this party. So now they hire Courtney B. Vance, who owns but is starting to buy off the company. And basically, craziness ensues, shenanigans happen. Robbie Coltrane plays Jeremy, who is another co-worker. So they just do all the craziness. They get a bunch of people, then they just party like it's almost sort of like a bar mitzvah, but not really. Kate McKenna plays Kay McKenna, I think she is extremely hilarious. I mean, that face on the cover, I'll show you right now. That right there on the front cover just shows you how crazy her character. In fact, the cover art shows you what I mean, how insane this is. But, and here's the but, I don't think some of it does work. Now, mind you, I'll get to why I rate that, but the first half, the first half felt too mediocre by the numbers. I've seen this before. Like I said, like Office Space, Extracts, which is a Jason Bateman, Mike Judge movie, which is weird because Mike Judge directed Jennifer Aniston and Mike Judge directed Bateman in Extract. The pendulum swings. It sure does. I think I don't really know much really about this, but I just think Aniston is hilarious. There's a scene where she talks to her brother and says some about, you know, Dad died and wanted to give the company to me. So what does he do? She takes her father's urn with her and leaves with the urn. But then realize that her dad gave the company to her brother, so now it's like the roles reverse. Now we get to the party. And this is where I think the movie does pick up to be this raunchy comedy in the vein of like an Animal House or Porky's. Those type of movies. So imagine if you took, as I said, Office Space with a raunchy comedy set during Christmas time. There's another one I do believe, I've never seen this. It was called The Night Before, which was another Christmas raunchy comedy. This has that. I don't know. The Will and Josh are good. They sure direct. I remember watching Blades of Glory in high school, rented at the Via store, and I remember being not okay. So I know these guys can direct, and they know how to direct comedy well. But now I'm coming down to this. I think the movie works because of sincereness of how it ends. The ending actually, I like the ending for what it is, and I think the humor, there is a ton of foul language. The humor works when they get right to the end of the movie. When the end of the movie, that's when it starts to pick up steam to say, this is pretty darn funny. To the point of Courtney Vance's character, he goes flying down, then he falls down, he breaks some teeth, he's sent to the hospital. So he's like, I love this party, let's throw a muckin' party. And all of a sudden they're loving it. So now they're trying to figure out, we need to get the company back. So yeah, it ends good, has a very good message that I guess I guess you shouldn't have to party to bring back the company. So basically these guys are just trying to start a Christmas party to save a company. So would I say this is a Christmas classic? Definitely not. This is not a Christmas classic. But as a mid 2010s Christmas movie, I let that slide. If this had been made in like the 90s, and they do reference the 1990s in the movie, which I do like. But if this was like made like 99 when DreamWorks started, then I probably would let it slide and say, yeah, this is a Christmas classic. But this is a movie made in 2016, and we're in 2025, so no, I don't consider this a Christmas classic. I will tell you right now before I rate this, I don't see myself go back to this. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is what I'm going to rate it, and you're going to probably all be shocked. So, trying to think of anything else. Oh, I forgot. The actress from The Holdovers, I can't think of her name, plays the clerk, and she is absolutely hilarious. She is like the best part. I'll tell you who I think works in this. Jason Bateman, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Vance, and the actress from The Holdovers, all four of them. If it was, say, maybe it was like Aniston, Bateman, and Vance's character, all three of them, then yeah, this movie would be absolutely hilarious, and this would be a must-see. I forgot, Kate McKenna too. If the whole movie's about her character, I would totally buy it. This is going to be hard rating this. So, yeah. So, at the end of the day, I can kind of recommend Office Christmas Party. This is not a horrible movie. It's a lot funnier than stuff. It's definitely better than like Dinner for Schmucks. This movie definitely is better. But calling it a Christmas classic is kind of misleading. I don't call this Christmas classic. It's not in the line of a comedy like Elf or I'm trying to think of any, like a Bad Santa. But if you like those movies, if you like that raunchy, if you like Office Space and you want something a little more raunchy instead of Christmas time, sure. I love Office Space. Office Space is a classic. That's a classic. This movie is sort of similar if you basically picture Office Space if it's set at Christmas time. It was a little more raunchier. So, yeah, but the sincereness is kind of what I am gonna rate this. So let's go ahead and rate this, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give Office Christmas Party. This is another toughie, but it was a tough decision. At first, the first half made this a 3 out of 5, but when we got to the second half and the climax, yeah, I forgot to mention the climax. There's a climax where they're racing and they're going to jump the bridge. I'm going to tell you right now, thankfully, they don't jump the bridge. So, yeah, so that's the reason why I'm going to rate this. So, yes, let's go ahead and do it right now. I'm going to give Office Christmas Party, I kind of went back and forth. Like, I kind of went like, was it going to be a 3 out of 5? Was it going to be a 4 out of 5? Was it 3, 4, 3, 4? So, yeah, I'm going to give Office Christmas Party a 4 out of 5. I think because of its sincereness at the end of the movie, I feel that I come to know these characters. The message at the end of don't party hard and something like that. Maybe if you party hard, it would pay off to save a company. But I could be wrong, guys. So, yeah, so I figured, you know what? Sure, 4 out of 5 is what's perfect for this Christmas movie. Would I say this is a Christmas classic? Not really. But yeah, go check out Office Christmas Party. I'm sort of recommending this, but as a film itself, I think the movie works as a Christmas movie, not a Christmas classic. It's not something I would go back and watch. After watching this year, I probably won't go back and watch it next year or the year before, maybe 4 years down the road. I'll pop this in and say, you know, this wasn't as bad as I remember it. So, I was going for my Christmas collection, and I saw this right here, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta cover this movie. And I have another Christmas movie from DreamWorks that I am gonna cover on the channel that I have seen before, but I haven't seen in a while. So, yeah. Check out Office Christmas Party. I would say this is worth watching at least once to say you have watched Office Christmas Party for the Christmas season. So, yeah, sure. So, that's my review of Office Christmas Party. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content of the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all my video notifications so you don't miss a single video on the channel. I'm also on Letterboxd, guys, so you don't miss a single. So I rate the movies before I go ahead and review it. I have a ton of really cool stuff on my channel. Stuff from like my Universal videos to Vlog City and lots of good stuff on the channel. You know what to do. Let me know what you guys think of Office Christmas Party. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? But personally, me, I just thought it was just okay. But the message at the end but I think the message at the end actually did work. So, yeah, That's it, guys. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.